The first reason why my opponent believes that college athletes should be paid is because of the large amounts of revenue that they're creating for their programs. I think this is false because the college programs are already investing a lot of that money into their students through things like scholarships, coaches, staffs, facilities, food, and travel. College athletes do create a lot of money for their schools. However, it doesn't just go straight into the pockets of the staff. According to the article Finances of Intercollegiate Athletics, the NCAA says that about $17 million were spent on scholarships, coaches, and staff salaries, along with facilities, in 2022. Surprisingly, this was actually more than the generated revenue, which is basically the amount of money created by the athletes directly through things like ticket sales and advertising. The amount of generated value revenue in 2022 was only $11 million, which is still a lot. But it was surprising to me that that number was actually less than the total money that is being invested back into the athletes. This means that there is an extra $6 million that is given back to the athletes, and in my opinion, that is enough of a compensation to subsidize for their time. The second reason why my opponent believes that college athletes should be paid is because of the amount of time that they spent on their sport, and that amount of time makes it unrealistic for the athletes to have a job. However, I think that the time commitment is something that these athletes sign up for when they decide to receive their scholarship going into their college career. Although college athletes do have very long days, the NCAA has established many different rules and regulations regarding how long teams can practice for. According to Sun Devil Compliance of Arizona State University, their rules article states that sports are only allowed to practice for 20 hours a week and a max of 4 hours a day. These are still long days, but it is good to see that the NCAA does have regulations, and the only uh, sport that does not go along with the regulations is football, which it has a little bit longer days. Along with these, sports are also required to have at least one completely off day with no team meetings or practices. The rules that in college athletics make it much more manageable and allow athletes much more time to complete schoolwork. Although 20-hour weeks and 4-hour days are still very long, you must factor in the benefits that athletes receive, like receiving scholarships, priority registration, and academic support. All of these tools are meant to give athletes put them in the best scenario possible to succeed.